Hello friends, welcome back to the video series in Command Line Interfaces or CLI in Linux. In this video, we will discuss how the cat command works in Linux. Now, what the cat command does? The cat command has three functions. The first one function is to display the content of any file. The second one option for the cat command is combining or concatenating the contents of two or more files. And the third option is the input-output redirection. That means creating a new file using cat command. Let us first start the terminal. What is the syntax of the cat command? CAT, then the flags or the options, then the file 1 or the file 2, like that. Let's start with the cat command without any option. CAT, then press enter. Now you can see the cursor is blinking in the terminal. Suppose I am writing any text here, like this is cat command, and press enter. Whatever I have written here, that is this is cat command, that is also echoing as like this is cat command. Once again, suppose I am writing another one line. This is second line. So I am pressing enter, and once again this is second line. That line is also echoing or displaying. So whatever I am writing here, that is echoing. But that is not only the cat command. To exit from that position, press Ctrl D. We are again in the terminal and in the home directory. Once again you can check, that is pwd. Let us navigate to a different folder. So here I am navigating to the desktop, ls, then there is a folder that is cat test. I am navigating to that particular directory or folder, that is cat test. Now type ls, and here the three files are present. As the terminal is looking very clumsy, I am pressing Ctrl L and once again ls. So the three files are there: list1.txt, list2.txt and list3.txt. We may check it also using the file manager, desktop, and then cat test. These three files are there. Now if we want to view the content of any file, we can use the cat command. CAT, then the name of the file. Suppose list1.txt. Press enter, and here we are getting the content of the list1.txt file. We may check it using gedit, and that is the content of the list1 file. Now suppose we want to check the content of the list2.txt file. In the same manner, here just in place of list1, I am giving the name as list2.txt. Press enter, and that is the content of the list2, and same as suppose list3.txt. So that is the first one, that using cat command we can view the content of any file. Once again clear the terminal. already we know that using cat command we can view the content of any file. So list1.txt and list2.txt's content are here. Now to combining the content or for the concatenation of the content of the two or more files, we can use the cat command. And how? cat, then the first one file list1.txt, then list2.txt. Press enter. Here we can check the first 4 lines are the content of the list1.txt and the last 4 lines are the content of the list2.txt. Now what happens? In case of list1.txt, at first I am giving the name of the file as list2.txt and then list1.txt. Press enter and here we can see the first 4 lines are the content of the list2.txt and then the list1.txt's content are given. In the same manner, we can also use the cat command to concatenating the contents of more than 2 files also. So here Ctrl L and then cat list1.txt, then list2.txt and then the list3.txt. Press enter and here we can get all the contents of the list1.txt, list2.txt and list3.txt has been concatenated. So that is the second function of the cat command. Now once again press the Ctrl L. Now once again I am getting the output for the list1.txt file. Now I am using a flag with the cat command and that one is -b, then the name of the text file or the file. Press enter. What happens? Now non-blanked lines are numbered only. That means the output is now with the line number. The first line is not blanked, so it has been given a number 1 line. The second line also non-blank, but the third line was blank. That's why the line number has not been given. The third and fourth line are non-blanked, so the line number has been given here. Suppose once again I am checking it with the another one file, that is list2.txt, -b for the line number inclusion in the output for the non-blanked line, same as the blank line has no line number. Now suppose we want to get the line number for all the lines. It may be blanked or it may be non-blanked. So what flag should we use? That one, cat -n, then the name of the file. Press enter and now we can check the blank line and also the non-blank line has been given with the line number. So the flag -b is for the line number in the output for the non-blank lines and -n for the line number for all lines. Let us check it with another one file. Suppose at that moment -a and that list3.txt. So once again the minus n, that means all the lines have been given with the number. Press Ctrl L. Now suppose we edit the list1.txt with the gedit. That means here I am increasing the blank line in the list1 line number 3 and list1 line number 4. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blank lines has been included, and press save. And also in the case of list 2, I am increasing the line number with some blank lines. Here also I have increased the 6 lines, that is 6 blank lines, and press save. So if we want to get the output of the list1.txt at that moment, press enter, and here we can see the blank lines are here. Same as also for the list2.txt. There are also some blank lines, more than one blank lines. At that moment, I am using another one flag, that is cat minus s. S means the squeezing the blank lines. If there are more than one blank lines, then all the blank lines would be squeezed, and then it would be only one blank line. Let's check with the file list1.txt. Press enter, and here we can see that in the list1 line 3, list1 line 4, between these two lines there are 5 blank lines, but here only one blank line according to the minus s or the squeezing. So if we use cat minus s and then the n, list1.txt, press enter, and here we can check the 5 blank lines has been squeezed into only one blank line. Yet now the list1 has 5 blank lines in between these two lines. Same as for the list2.txt. Ctrl L, and at that moment minus sn and list1.txt. Here I am writing list2.txt. Press enter. Here we can check also with the list2.txt. Now in between the first line and the second line, there are practically 6 blank lines, but those 6 blank lines has been squeezed into only one. Another one flag we can use with the cat command, that is cat minus capital E and list3.txt. What minus capital E does? Now it recognize the end of the line. Press enter, and here we can see at the end of the first line there is a dollar, at the end of the second line there is a dollar, on the third line that is a blank line. So end of the line is located here, and that is same for line 3 and line 4. So what happens for the list1.txt? Cat minus capital E list1.txt. Press enter, and here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 blank lines are here between the list1 line 3 and list1 line 4, and that is same also for the list2.txt. Press enter, and here we can check the 6 blank lines are here. So the end of the line has been recognized by the dollar sign. Ctrl L, and also we can use more flags with the cat command. and as usual we can use the manual of the cat command. So for that, write down the command man and then the cat. Press enter and you are in the manual of the cat command. Press Q to exit from the manual of the cat command. On the next video, we will discuss on the input-output redirection of the cat command. That means how we can create a file using the cat command. If you find this video useful, like, share and comment and also subscribe. Thank you.